Christmas, happy second day of Christmas, or just happy holidays altogether. I always get mixed up on how to set these lives up, so I set another link up, but I ended up on this one. So I hope you guys can join me. The purpose of the live is to do some of your requests. I got more requests in the comments. We'll probably start with those. But as you join, you see the chat option. So go in there and write your own Sun Moon Rising combination, and you'll get your own mini Christmas reading. Yeah, so I haven't been doing one of these videos in a while. Aquarius, okay, we got one already. Aquarius, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Pisces, Rising. Guys, I'll tell you a secret. This channel attracts a few energies, which is kind of normal. More of them towards the end of the zodiac. So Pisces, of course, because I'm Pisces, then Capricorn, Aquarius are the ones that are most viewed, and then I think it's Scorpio. So I expect more of these combinations. So that's the first one we'll be doing. If you have other ones, just type them in and we'll go through them one by one. Yeah, so I was saying I haven't been doing one of these videos in a while. The goal is to pick them back up every Sunday, but there's no day like today better for some gifts. So let's start with your request for tonight. Okay. So did we say, where's the chat function again? I'll try to look again. So did we say Aquarius, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, and Pisces Rising? Can you double confirm that? I'll try to look it up on here because somehow the chat function doesn't show on there. 1 second. Yes. Okay, guys, also when you come in, thumbs up the video if you can, so more people can see them. Yeah, thank you for confirming, and more people can get their readings tonight. The more likes you get, the more people can see the video, and the more people get a mini Christmas present. Okay, so Aquarius, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Pisces Rising. You guys know my analogies probably about Sun, Moon, and Rising, but I'll try to rephrase it and I'll try to give you a brief overview of how it works again. So I have this analogy about the moon being our inner self, our subconscious mind, the mechanism in a watch that makes us tick, you know, like the thing that keeps us going without us even knowing. So now we're aware of what we present to the world, but we're not so much aware of what makes us tick. And I think knowing about your moon sign is the first step into knowing about yourself and knowing what makes you happy. So if you understand the moon sign, you understand yourself, you understand how to nurture yourself, you understand what you need to make yourself happy. As long as you don't decide that we develop in this world, the sun sign, the sun sign is very much what we become in the world. The sun is the most influential planet on this world. So we know that the sun impacts us the most. So the sun is what we see on the outside. The sun is what we manifest on the outside. And the sun is what we become with our ego, what our ego becomes. But as ego is the conscious mind somehow, but also partially the subconscious mind, you can talk about both, but let's call it consciousness. So sun is consciousness and moon sign is subconscious. Knowing that the sun is probably what the world will get left with from your persona, this is the most important sign to the world, but to your own deeper needs, you can have to feel what your subconscious mind wants. And then we get to the rising. Where's the rising in all of this? Well, the rising is, in my analogies, the rising is the gift. So the wrapping paper that we put around everything. The rising is the interaction field, is the first shield that we present to the world, is how we interact with others. And also the rising kind of gives us a sense of how our karma will develop for this life. If you think the rising is the first house of the zodiac, and that kind of impacts all the other houses that follow. So based on Vedic astrology, where they give rising and moon sign way more importance, knowing your rising sign, you kind of know your whole destiny, because the second house, you will know a lot more about your native family and about your inheritance in this world, and like what you come with from that family and your surroundings, and so on and so on, going through the houses. So rising sign in the Western has to do more with appearance, has to do more with how we come across, to more in how our life is developing in this world as well. So now going back to Aquarius sun, Capricorn moon, and Pisces rising, I will give you the overall sense. So when you put together a recipe, what you first taste is the first impression of what all the ingredients put together bring. So I would say someone with an Aquarius sun, Capricorn moon, and Pisces rising is a highly intuitive person, very much in tune with outer things, outer world things, very much in tune with uh, just the intuition at the society level, just the intuition at the human and what motivates people. Someone that clearly understands the connections that are made somewhere here above in the air. Someone that's very empathic. I wouldn't say empathic. I would say you can just tune in, like a radio frequency. You can just tune in to things and have a sense for things. But very hardworking in a sense, or very skillful in a sense. So there's Capricorn and Aquarius, both have Saturn. Saturn is a very skillful, hardworking, deep planet. Saturn kind of rewards those that put in the work somehow. Saturn. So I would say this type of combination very much also works well with money. I don't know if you're making money. I would say that depends on the whole chart, but I think it's a combination that's very prone to become very wealthy and to make a big impact on a society level. So Aquarius, your ego, your conscious self in the world, is the master of networks of people, is the master of friendship, is the master of, like taking ideas, reorganizing them in a non-conventional way, and, spitting out some immense innovation or something that no one has thought of. Aquarius thinks out of the box. Aquarius, like kind of sit together in a whole new way that makes way more sense, and that delivers something that you never thought about before. Aquarius can see things that you never thought about before, or reorganize or rearrange things how you never thought about them. And the same is intuitive mind that kind of channels information and then comes to its own conclusions. Pisces is very different. Pisces channels more into art, or transforms information more into art. Aquarius transforms the information it downloads really into innovation, maybe technology, maybe like something that's revolutionary, something that pushes people, something that you didn't think of, and something that impacts people in a positive way. Aquarius is a very humanitarian sun sign. They want things to make sense, to work for as many people as possible. They are non-nonsense type of people. They want to make an impact in the world. Actually, all three of these signs want to make an impact in the world. That's why I think one is highly intuitive and highly in tune with different energies, but then also like moving things, movers and shakers, yeah. So your role as an Aquarian, it could be to lead networks of people. It could be to be at the head of an organization, and then you get your inner self. You get the Capricorn moon. I have a video on Capricorn moon. I suggest that you watch it, it's about the overachieving Capricorn moon. Sometimes pessimistic. I wouldn't call it pessimistic, but I would call it very cautious. I give a few examples of Capricorn moons, and one thing is, first of all, they are very charismatic because they have, like, you see how I get over the top here and there. Capricorn moon can, you know, contain energy and keep it Capricorn moon type of level. George Clooney, Ryan Gosling, you know, like that mysterious aura. So they are charismatic also, like Capricorn moons are charismatic. But at the core, they know what's what. They are not naive dreamers, which maybe sometimes Pisces and even Aquarius at some point could be somehow head in the sky. They are not naive dreamers. They know what's what. They know what the world values. They know that they need to achieve what the world values. That's the one thing which people don't understand so much about Capricorns. They think, oh, Capricorns are so materialistic or so. No, Capricorn wants to reach the top of the hill, make the most impact out of there. They just want, they're a cardinal sign. They want to reach the highest human dignity. They want to reach what world values. Because they are an earth sign, many times it comes with possessions as well, but Capricorn is way more hi Capricorn is way more about power than it is about goods. And I don't know if people tell you this, I don't know if people discuss this. So for anyone coming in, write down the combinations that you want to see. I'll be following this up. For now, we're at Aquarius Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Pisces Rising. Also, thumbs up when you're coming in. Good. So yeah, I was saying Capricorn Moon. Capricorn Moon is a non-nonsense type of moon. Like, it knows where it needs to go, it knows what it needs to achieve, and it keeps on that. And sometimes it gets pessimistic, or sometimes it gets more I don't know, a bit realistic about life, you know, like a bit more down. Like the moon can be influenced by people. It can be a bit, the moon is meant to be more emotional and so on. Capricorn doesn't like to be all in that mushy emotional stuff. Capricorn wants to see the goal and wants to know how to achieve it, wants to keep the emotions in that even plain charismatic level, you know, like not lose it, not lose yourself, keep your mind, go where you need to go, be in tune with people, understand things beyond just ordinary things. This is one thing that people don't say about Capricorns. They call them materialistic and all of that. They are at the end of the zodiac together with Pisces and Aquarius. These are the signs that are the most in tune with above levels, society levels, you know, like once we get into the last signs, we're really talking about things that impact us at a higher level, things that impact us all. And someone with this combination doesn't care what impacts only one person in the world. Of course they care about the impact on that person, and of course they have a humanitarian side, but they care, how can I make the best out of what I am, what I do, for the most amount of people. Okay, so if you understand this about yourself, you understand that the Capricorn needs recognition, needs affirmation in this world, needs to achieve some things, and needs stability. Earth signs need stable ground, and somehow Capricorn in the 5th house. How are all the transits there doing? I'll go through that afterwards. So yeah, Capricorn needs stability, needs and needs something that kind of compensates for them. So because they are not always expressing emotions so much, they need partners and people in their life that can help them with that can help them with expressing emotions and all of this. And they keep at their goals, and especially when it's the moon, are not going their way, but they keep at them, they keep so, and they keep a steady steady mind, steady heart. Only that sometimes, you know, like all this dryness in the approach, sometimes it can drive them down. But they are they're very single-minded in what they want to achieve, and usually they do very well and they achieve. They're also very heartwarming, loving people that want to do very well for more people than themselves. So that's the analysis here. Yeah, and then we get to the rising sign. So I have a Pisces rising as well. I'm Pisces as well. I think Pisces rising is a chameleon, which kind of helps you get around in the world. So if you have that very strong Capricorn moon that wants to sparkling, bubbling Aquarius personality, that I associate Aquarius with electricity a bit, you know, like current comes, you know, like, and it's steady, but then it goes like and it kind of burns you up and then it goes down again. So Aquarius is also a very strong personality and so many ideas and such an open mind. And you know, like both of these signs are two leadership signs. So um, then when you have the Pisces rising, this kind of masks everything. This kind of makes you way more likable, approachable, sweet to the world. Pisces is the chameleon. Pisces can adapt to every situation, every face, every personality. So you adapt to that and you transform. As I said, Pisces is very much in tune with arts, with beauty, with music, with dancing, with it takes all that information and kind of transforms it into the beautiful things. It can also take it and transform it into a bit of magic wise, you know, like you, when you have Neptune in your first house, when you have a Pisces rising, people can see you in different ways, you know, like those faces that change all the time, or that Marilyn Monroe glam, or you know, like it's something like ethereal that you cannot really touch, that you cannot really put your hand on and say it's like this or like that or so. So that kind of softens this combination up. But I would say overall it's a combination of someone that needs to have a bigger impact on the world, someone that needs to have an impact at a larger scale, be a leader and a leader of ideas, and uses that Capricorn force to take that leadership to the top. So I think where such a combination can go wrong, and many times I could see this happening, is you say, I don't need anything in life, I don't need any material goods, I don't need anything, I'm good with ideas, I'm living for you know, like for the humanitarian goals. But then you're not taking into account um, your Capricorn side, so you're not fully understanding then that you need to achieve, you need the remuneration for your goals as well, and you need leadership in a way. You need downloading all that information to be a leader in this world. Okay, good. So this was it. Let me know if you have any more questions. Then I got a random question, but I want to touch on it. Capricorn in the 5th house. How are all the transits they're doing? Well, the transits have been, Saturn is going away. So Pluto has been there for a while now. So Pluto has been reshaping, reinventing Capricorns. Pluto has been taking them to the lowest point to the highest, to retransforming, like typical Pluto. Once you come out of hell, you'll be a lot more successful. And Capricorn actually wasn't bad for Saturn wasn't bad for Capricorn, and it won't be bad for Aquarius either, because Saturn is in its natal sign with both of them. So it helped them grow even further. So through this going to hell and back, it helped you grow. I think in the 5th house it can have an impact on the love life, of course. It can affect creativity in a positive sense, though. I don't know about kids. I think with kids it can make it harder, but I think with creation in itself, if you're looking deep within yourself to take creation out, this could be a good. If you guys don't have any more combinations, I think I have a few other requests on the channel that I can then cover. But if you're coming in and if you have any other combinations that you want to see, I can go for those. 1 second. Okay, so I have Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Cancer Rising. I'll be doing this. Okay, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Cancer Rising. Libra. Libra is the sign of harmony, as I usually say. They say it's a sign of balance or the sign of, you know, like scaling things. I call it the sign of harmony because it really tries to harmonize, like in a very good symphony. Is like trying to measure things in a very calculated air sign type of way in order to make the best sounding noise out there, to make the best melody, you know, like it harmonizes it, but it harmonizes it not in the Piscean way, okay, I get the download and I'm doing this. It harmonizes it really on measures, like not too much of this, not too much of that, enough of this, enough of that. So if you're putting out this, I'll put out things. Okay, I'll be doing Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Scorpio Rising after this. Guys, thumbs up so more people can see the video, so more people can get their combinations as well. Now we're at Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Cancer Rising. Yes, so I was saying Libra, when you have the Sun in conjunction to the Moon, then I have to talk a bit about this. It might be easier on the one hand because I talk about the subconscious mind and what we're not aware of. And if you have your Sun there, your conscious mind, you're kind of aware of that personality, you know, like what you have on the inside, you manifest on the outside also. So on the one hand, it's good because it gives you awareness, and what you see is what you get. You are that person for yourself, at least. Important for yourself as well, while the rising is way more important for what you put out in the world. Yeah, so when you have Sun conjunct Moon, on the one hand is good because what you see is what you get. You have that one persona. But then when you have it also, it's not very open-minded to other sorts of ideas. So if you have both Libra Sun and Libra Moon, you can be totally in that Libra mindset. And with Libra it's easier because it's a softer sign, or you know, like more measured in the ways. But think of other combinations. It's like, okay, that's the only way to see things, because to see them. Sometimes when you have the moon in a total different sign than the sun, you have this huge contradiction throughout your life, but then that makes you confront this side of you. So I would say that someone that has this combination really strives for harmony, really strives for balance. And then adding the Cancer moon, you the Cancer is the first emotional part in this combination, because Libra is very balanced, very sweet, very loving, but it's not emotional. Libra is not really an emotional sign. It's very rational in the way in how it makes things loving and pleasurable. Like it does it in a very calculated, rational way. Libra brings harmony and love and beauty in a very pragmatic, calculated, rational way, while Cancer just wants to nurture everyone in a very emotional way. So you come across as a sweetheart, that's for sure. Like you come across as a home person, very close to your family, very sweet, very loving energy, and people generally feel warm around you, feel nurtured, feel loved, feel all of this. And sometimes they might feel even a bit more, you know, like this energy can be a people pleasing energy, and at sometimes Libra goes into people pleasing and then it retracts it. It's like, no, too much of people pleasing, too much of that. So your Cancer nature might feel like, okay, I'm going all out there to please these people, that's all I want to do. Libra says, yo, you did too much for those people, you need to do something for yourself. or you need to do something for the other people, or you need to, and then, you know, like that very soft, warm presence can become absent or retract, or you kind of sometimes avoid conflicts, while other times I think because of the two cardinal signs, and Libra can also fight for, you can become from people pleasing, you can be, you know, like flaky or kind of retract or kind of disappoint people at certain times, you know, because they are so reliant on you being nice and on you being there and or you being supportive, that when you feel, okay, I've done too much, I need to pull back, then they feel like, oh, how is this happening? And give too much and then feel a bit moody that it gave too much and pull a bit back. So I think that's the Cancer side of it. But Libra kind of measures it. Libra gives and takes. Sometimes they give more than they take. I think that's a sign of Libras sometimes, but then they know how to balance it out again. Again, someone with this combination loves art, loves beauty, loves fashion, loves working with people, loves pleasing people, loves, you know, like comfortable homes, environments, beautiful home spaces. Um, I'm actually originally from Romania, and I am in Romania now for Christmas, but I live in the UK. So I've been living there for more than 7 years now. Yeah. So I was talking about Libra. I think the danger here is to, you know, like Libras are also overachievers, because all cardinal signs, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra are all very driven. Like they want to achieve what they want to achieve, and usually Libra wants to achieve something that has to do with recognition, beauty. Like people underestimate this. People underestimate how driven Libra can be, and how well they can also adapt in comparison to, let's say, its counterpart Aries, that sometimes goes, no, my way or the highways. Libra can also like, okay, no, I'm learning about this give and take. I'm learning about the bouncing here and back. So you can achieve a lot trying to pull back, not to please people. So I think that's the big struggle with this sign. Otherwise, yeah, I suggest that you work with people, you work with, yeah, maybe in something that has to do with arts, that has to do with home decoration, that has to do with making pleasant environments, all of this. Yeah, I would say that Libras are way more than just harmonizers and people pleasers. They are achievers. So you need to make sure that you're also delivering on your side, on that side of yours, like really a beautiful harmonic life with nice people around you, with beauty around you, with be kind of more towards the top or leading, because cardinal signs are aiming always for the top. If no one told you this, I'm telling you this for the first time. Okay, let me look at the comments still. I can still not see comments on here, but I know we had, let me answer some of the Aquarius moon, Scorpio rising. Oh yeah, I saw that Prema was actually, Vivek was asking Prema where she is from, so she can answer in the comments. And then I had a question, who is Scorpio best compatible with? Well, you need to look at all of them, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I think moon compatibility is sometimes even stronger on the long-term relationships than the Sun one. But as an easy as an easy answer for the Sun one, well, I'll give you the obvious. I'm a Pisces, but Pisces is a good compatible sign. Taurus, I see it works usually. Yeah, water signs, then Taurus for sure. Like that easy. It's usually like really the water signs and earth signs. So but look at your moon sign, understand the moon, because if you don't understand your inner needs, you'll see later on in the relationship that even if you're a Scorpio, then if you have, I don't know, a Leo moon or something like that, you have other deeper needs, and you may need to make sure that the other person is compatible. On ability, for me, on the long run, the moon sign is the most important. Okay, so we're doing one of the last ones. If you guys have any more that you want to see, write them down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll be doing Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Girl. Yeah, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Scorpio Rising. I think I went through the Aquarius energy a bit earlier today, but Aquarius is the second to last sign of the zodiac, and it really, the Pisces and Aquarius are kind of signs that are not from this world already, like society norms and the rules and so. But if no one told you this, like with Aquarius, it all starts to deconstruct and go beyond things. So Aquarius is kind of taking information from above, from the cloud, or however you want to call it, and making its own judgments, making its own ideas. Very rarely, Aquarius is totally inflexible and stuck only in society norms. Many of the times, Aquarius uses his mind to reorganize ideas, reorganize what's important, what's not. They care about society. They care about society a lot. That's why they are trying to find the best solutions in how society and the world could work. Why does it not make sense? Why do people suffer? How can I help them not suffer? How can I actively bring my mind to make an impact on the world? And Aquarius Moon, I have a very good video on that one. Aquarius Moon is um, John Lennon type of energy, which was an Aquarius Moon. Imagine all the people living life in peace. It's a visionary, it's a dreamer. It dreams of what we want to achieve, but it doesn't only dream. It kind of says, this doesn't make sense. Life could be easier, life could be better. What can I do to make it make sense? And then it kind of reorganizes everything, reorganizes ideas, and then makes its own mind up. Aquarius kind of delivers on a very non-conventional type of thinking. Aquarius doesn't care about the small, doesn't sweat the small stuff. Only if it thinks it makes a big impact and they are absurd. Aquarius is very good with large group of friends, large group of people. I talk about Aquarius and I say that friendship is sometimes more important to them than even love, or love needs to kind of be based on friendship. The persons that they are mostly attracted to are the people that can stimulate their mind as well, the people where they can speak the same language. That's why many times Aquarius end up with other Aquarius, because not many people fully get them. And Aquarius can communicate with everyone, but they don't feel understood by so many people. That's why they go with Aquarius, with other Aquarius, because they don't talk as well, but they don't want to. Like they, like in order to, for someone to understand them, they need to be on the same frequency as them, and they need to care about the same things. Aquarius, all of these signs at the end, they don't care about the small stuff. That's in the beginning. In the beginning, you care a lot more about your own ego. And once you get to the end, you're like, okay, of course I care about the house as well. I care about, but how do I make this make sense? How do I make it make sense for more people? How do I make an impact? How do I bring this information to the world? How do I elevate people to a new level? And I think an Aquarius moon has even more than an Aquarius sun. An Aquarius sun has this mission in this lifetime. You need to do this. But an Aquarius moon has kind of the need to help other people and kind of the need to find a deeper purpose. And I've seen many Aquarius moons like being highly intuitive, but also sometimes lost in their intuition and giving, because that Marilyn Monroe again, maybe even Britney Spears. I'm giving you some examples like Princess Diana, because we said girl, and you would say, oh, all of these women, there's something in common there. There's something in common with that energy being so widespread and so looking to have wider impact on the world, and people kind of pulling down on these people that have this wide open energy. Like people that have wide open energy need to kind of protect themselves, because that energy can be too much, and people that are way more grounded into the pragmatic can grab onto it and grab onto, and to Aquarius moons that are very open hearted, actually, that's very open, beautiful energy that wants to impact so many people. And you get someone that's very focused on themselves, like kind of grabbing onto the Aquarius moon. So I think that's the danger here. I think this is good where you have your Scorpio sun, because Scorpio protects you. Scorpio gives you that shield, you know, like that poker face. Scorpio kind of makes things more retained into yourself. Like Scorpio is the shield of people, but they're like, no, I'm not gonna show my weaknesses. I'm sweet on the inside. I'm kind. But I'm not. I'm gonna protect this. So it's kind of good because you have such an open energy to begin with, and the Scorpio kind of keeps you a bit more quiet. I think otherwise you would be like too gullible, too open with ideas, too much telling people about your plans or about your ideas where they maybe not understand it. You know, like people cannot grasp what you're thinking. People cannot grasp where you're going with your mind or with your open energy. So that Scorpio kind of says, no, okay, we're not gonna show everything. Here's the curtains. We're pulling it in front, so you're not gonna see all of that. So I think that's the good part. Scorpio rising has an impact of the love, hate them. So you might, on the one hand, it might also, because you have the open energy and then you have Scorpio, you might attract people to you as well, even more with Scorpio, because there's something magnetic to Scorpio. There's something pulling you in, but also at sometimes repelling you because it's such a strong energy. So I think you you might be prone to people just the Scorpio thing. Um, I would say that you use the Scorpio in order to kind of drive you around, to kind of it's more that shield that you need. It's still a very human shield. You still can talk to people very much heart to heart. You can still offer them things. You can still build to heart connections with the shield, but use that in order to express your deeper self. And your deeper self has to do with a deeper way of helping people, a wider sense of what we need, a wider sense of what you need to do in this world, a wider sense of helping people, of being humanitarian, works with all of this. So that's kind of your mission in life, but use the Scorpio to kind of protect you against not the evil energies, but against latching energies. I think that's the danger with the Aquarius open moon. Yeah, so this was Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, and Scorpio rising. So I'll request Cancer sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. Okay, let's do this as last one. Cancer sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. Okay. um, Good. So I have a video on Leo moon as well. If you guys, maybe this is how you got to the channel through the moon signs. These are some of my favorite moon signs. So Leo moon, definitely my favorite moon sign, the playful king, as the playful king, the playful queen, as I call it, because it's very it's very much like dignified, and you know, like it wants to, Leo moons want everyone to feel good around them. They want to spread the joy, they want to enjoy themselves, but even more, like they want that energy to really spread to everyone and get the recognition for it, and get the, you know, like the and the light on them. But at the same time, you know, like they really want to spread all that love they have inside, through good mood, through having fun, through, you know, like enjoying life through the maximum, through reflecting on others, and, you know, complimenting them, making them feel good. Humor is also, and I was say with Cancer Sun and Leo Moon, humor is a big thing here. Um, so definitely a big personality on the inside, you know, like the life of the party, the big heart sun as well. The Cancer sun is also Cancer also wants to nurture people, wants to make them feel good around them. Only that Cancers can sometimes get bogged down themselves, but usually they really, Cancer is a hi. Cancer is a very giving energy. Cancer wants to give as well and wants to make people feel good. So I would say that probably with a Cancer sun and Leo moon, you really want people to feel good around you. You really are Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to everyone and your loved ones as well. And yeah, thank you guys. And if you come in, just a thumbs up so more people can see the video. We're doing Cancer Sun, Leo Moon, and Capricorn. That open heart, like that good energy, you know, like nurturers. Cancer is a nurturer, and the Leo moon is an open, nice heart. So you're a lovely host to have. For example, you're someone that can make people laugh, someone that can make people, you know, like really enjoy themselves around you. Smile and you bring them laughter, and you know, like you're a homemaker, you're a party goer, you're, you know, like that really sweet piece of home, like a kind, good energy, good hearted person. And then you get the Capricorn rising, which maybe again good thing. It's a more protective shield. It's more like my down to business look. And Capricorn and Cancer, again, cardinal signs, both achievers. Leo, leader. So so with Cancer and Capricorn, you are down to business. You get things done, you get things sorted out, you are a doer, you are a good entrepreneurial person. You're like bam 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 bam, I sort this out. I'm keeping a good spirit to myself because I have that Leo moon. I'm also taking care of things, taking care of business, taking care of everyone. Where I see the issue with this combination, especially because Leo moons never like to complain. Leo moons always like to be, they need to be the ones that spread the joy. They need to be the ones that have it all under control. They need to be the ones that are living the good life and are there to support others if they need them or make fun or so, but they're not complainers. So I would say with this, you can sometimes, like, you know, like be too much, take too much on yourself to sort out too much for too many people. You know, like sort out. I would think now around the holidays, for example, you would be the excellent person to have to sort out the holidays. You know, the danger here is, you know, like you think, oh no, I'm invincible, I'm doing great, I'm doing good, my Leo sun is doing great, I get the praise for it, I sort out for things for people, I'm in charge, I do business, I cook, I clean, I do this and that. And then you don't even realize that you yourself might need more, you know, like more coming back. Then the Cancer might get moody at times, you know, like when it doesn't get recognition. But usually the Leo moon doesn't let you do it. The Leo moon says, no, no, we got this, we're always under control, we always got this. More fun, that's what we need to do, more. And fire signs are dangerous like that because they never know when it's too much for them. They're like, no, no, we're good guys, we're doing great. Definitely word type of personality, like someone that can really make money out of homemaking and decorating and home, you know, like homey stuff. But also, like, I don't know, comedian, business. um First things that pops into my mind about this combo is being extremely loyal to their loved ones. Yes, 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 such a good point, such a good point. Extremely loyal, like Leo moon is also very loyal. It's all about the family. It's all about the with Cancer as well, and Capricorn. It's all about your immediate surroundings. Exactly, family is everything. This type of person would like die for their family. They are very loyal to those people that they love, and they're in their immediate circle and in the immediate family, and they are like the stable shoulder, you know, like they are like the core of that family. Such a good comment, thank you so much. It's a good collaboration here. uh, definitely. And I think this is where you recharge your batteries as well. Of course, Leo Moon can get more attraction, more from the world as well, but when you add Cancer to it, you kind of need your batteries recharged by your loved ones. You need a recognition for them. You're like, you need to get back what you put out, in order to recharge your batteries. And you probably usually get it because Leo moons really get that energy back. But definitely your Cancer, like your home and your family, that's your safe place. That's where you grow from, and that's where you shine from into the world. And the Capricorn might keep you a bit more distant to people that are outside, or a bit more quiet, or but I think with time, the more you get closer to them, the more you show that personality. But the Capricorn, yes, Saturn on the rising can make you a bit more stern to the outside than you are on the inside. I think you're a joker. Again, I think I had this combination before, but Cancer is really funny, Capricorn is really sarcastic, and Leo jokester. All of this while still being very emotional and very warm and so, but there's a playful energy to this combination as well that I wanted to talk to. But yeah, definitely family. Good. So I think I got a few questions about my own chart. I'm good, and I am Sun and Rising Pisces, with a lot of Aries placements on the risings though, so that's why my Aries comes through. Taurus Sun, Aquarius Moon, Scorpio rising with Neptune in the first house. I'll have to do this next weekend, guys, because I've been here now for almost an hour. I'm doing usually 45, but I'll come back and do next around the same time. Um, and if you have any more readings that you would like, just write it in the comments, and then I'll see them and I can pick them up next weekend. But as a rule, just try to tune in around the same time next weekend, and we can cover that. Thank you so much for joining me for Christmas, and we're keeping this going. I'm calling it the big three now, because this is what people kind of I was saying Sun Moon Rising combinations, and people were saying the big three, so now we're calling them the big three. This is, thank you so much for the compliments, and thank you so much, stay blessed as well. So we're coming back with the big three, and whatever you want to see, always comment down below, always like the videos, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Bye bye.